wonder, where should we have the story to be told? Stories about fairies always happen in amazing places. And isn't it funny that we were brought to this castle in the middle of town? There's a castle. You never know. You never know where castles will appear. But they always have a queen. Sometimes the queen is a baby. Sometimes there's art that is absolutely amazing. Look at that's embroidery. Somebody embroidered that. Look at that embroidery. Now that's what women used to do long ago. Somebody else painted these. Can you imagine sitting and painting these beautiful plates? What fun that would be, wouldn't it? It would be quite fun. Beautiful. May, your pacifier's out of your mouth now. How's your snacks? Are they good? Are they good?
She can talk. She can count to 5.
Can you really?
To 10.
To 10? May, do you like those little fruit snacks? Those are like
She's eating Cheez-Its now.
Cheez-Its are your favorite? Yeah. Oh, what did happen to your nose?
It was a basal cell cancer they took off this morning.
Oh, they took it off?
It was a little tiny one, and it's fine.
Oh, thank God.
I have to keep it on for 24 hours.
Oh, magic medicine. 24 hours, your nose is all better.
Yeah, one would hope. Look at I got your sock on there, Boopy. Let's do the other guy.
This is Daddy, and your name is?
Giannis.
Giannis. Giannis, I just heard that you just moved here to this beautiful place, this incredible home.
Your feetsies
Yeah,
are all
we moved here in
warm.
2020.
Oh.
And
your
believe it or
feetsies.
not,
Oh, you
we're
eat
expats from Boston. And it's about 5 times cheaper
Can I share
to
it with you?
live in Greenfield than it is in Boston. So
5 times cheaper. I mean, I can't even really. I mean, Boston's only like 3 hours away,
yeah,
and it's
less.
not like the less. And the quality of life isn't that much
No, it's
different
much
here,
better
but
here. No.
it's better here.
He plays
Is it?
tennis. He has a
Yeah.
great time. They work.
Oh, Grandpa says.
They come to our house and swim and have
Oh,
a grand old
really?
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so beautiful. I'm so happy you all
And
have
here's
each
the most
other now.
important addition.
The most
This curly
important
hair.
addition is this beautiful, beautiful queen. Oh, I'm so happy to meet you,
Everybody's
honey.
nuts about her. Can
Oh,
you
I
believe
bet.
that?
How could that be? Of course they're nuts about you. Of course they are. What else would they be? It's not even possible to be anything else. Well, I want to hear your grandma's fairy stories. I really want to hear. And she's going to play harp for you today. So let's check it out, okay? So we're waiting for Rosemary now to come in and give us a concert in this lovely room with your highness. Are you looking forward to the harp? I heard you say harp. Harp many times, didn't you? You said harp. She's going to play. She will. We'll get to sit here and listen together, okay? And he can listen too. You can listen. Come
You
on.
definitely have the way. You know
Come
how to
on.
talk to kids.
There's Rosemary. Oh my God, I'm so
You know
excited.
how to talk to kids.
Oh, well, I love kids. I wish I hadn't. Still, my daughter's all grown. I'm waiting for the grandkids, you
Oh
know.
my goodness, you look too young to have anybody grown.
Oh, well, we attempt with the hair dye, the makeup, whatever it takes.
Anything we can.
Are you going to play harp too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to sit up here? Are you going to sing with me? You are, of course you're going to sing
Oh,
with me.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we can sing Little Twinkle Twinkle. Yeah, that's what we can do. I'm just going to tune up for a minute.
Good. Okay.
Hope so.
Look, she's tuning.
Oh, yeah. Look.
She's tuning. She has to make sure the notes
Yes.
are all resonating.
Yes, and all of these levers here are like the black keys on the piano.
Oh, look
You
at
know?
those
So you see
levers.
these here?
Yeah.
They're like the black keys, so that when I have that.
Oh, wonderful.
So I would say I play that string there. So let's tune that. It's an F. The black ones are F, and the red ones are C. Yeah. I know what May is looking for here.
She's
And
found
then
a
if I do
doorway.
that, it becomes an F sharp.
Okay.
So can you leave me with my tuner, May?
It's a fun toy.
Did I have my tuner?
We'll better give it back to Grandma, huh?
I need it to tune. Can you put it on the floor again for me?
Yeah, why not? You can let go of this. You're not an addict yet. Not like
Oh,
us.
she is. Oh, yeah, believe me. There isn't one. There isn't. I don't think she's ever heard me play.
Oh, this is a big moment. It's a big moment. I love this song. You are
up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
It's the best rendition of Twinkle Twinkle in the whole world.
Look at that, May. Do you want to sing Twinkle Twinkle with me? You know how to sing it, don't you? You do. And you can play fairy music very soon, because this is an easy one to do. Just take your fingers and you just like a little fairy is here, pulling on the strings. Pulling on the strings for you. Do you like that? You'll be able to do that. Yes, you would. Yeah, for sure.
So lovely. What a sound. It does sound like angels.
Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the white mountain tide goes around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Lassie, go. I will build my love a tower near a pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love, he were gone, I would surely find another to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go?
Oh, Rosemary, that is so beautiful.
What about this? I mean, we had no idea that we were going to get this as well.
I know. We've got a real fairy with us.
Much better. We have a real fairy.
And she's just discovering
goodness.
everything you're doing with the harp.
yeah.
She went to get into the case.
Yes. Down to Banbridge Town in the county down one morning in July. Down a boring green came a sweet colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so neat from her 2 white feet to the sheen of her nut brown hair. Such a coaxing elf, I had to shake myself to make sure I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Quay, and from Galway to Dublin town, no maid I I shook me head and I gazed with a feeling queer. And I said, says I, to a passer-by, who's the maid with the nut-brown hair? Oh, he smiled at me with pride, says he, that's the gem of Ireland's ground. She's Rosie McCann from the banks of the Bann, she's the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the fair collie that I met in the county down. At the harvest fair she'll be surely there, and I'll dress in my Sunday clothes, and I'll try sheep's eyes and the Lutheran lies on the heart of my nut-brown rose. No pipe I'll smoke, no horse I'll yoke, though my plough with rust turned grey, till a smiling bride by my own fireside sits the star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cay, and from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen like the brown collie that I met in the county, met in the county, met in the county down.
So beautiful. I love it when you get to use the harp as a drum too.
I know, really fun.
There's so many things you can do.
Yeah, well, you're such an engaging personality.
Oh.
Anyone would want to perform for you.
Well, I'm an artist and a singer and a dancer, and I can really see what you've gotten going here is so much. You had to learn to pull off this beautiful, beautiful instrument with singing at the same time. And I've heard that you created a musical, an entire musical that was just performed at the Grand Theatre of the Academy of Music, where you created poems, songs about Emily Dickinson. I did get to see it once, and it was just heartwarming and beautiful. And wondering, you know, you being such a artist, how do the fairies inform your work? How did we've heard that you come from where? From
I come from a small town in Ireland called Ardee.
Ardee.
It's pronounced like rural delivery, but it's spelled Arde. And it gets its name from the legends of the time. And the legends of the time are they're pre-Christian stories where people are changelings and there are warriors and spirits. And my first musical was created from some of those characters that come from the time, like Queen Maeve of Connaught, and she was a warrior and she was a beauty, and then there was a dark side, and she could be a changeling and she could change herself into a crow, and so.
Whoa! What's the name of that story?
So it's called The Táin, T-A-I-N. It's been translated by Seamus Heaney and many other famous Irish writers. It was written, of course, in the Irish language. And so there's a great deal of mythology and lore that comes into modern day Irish mythology. And I think I was telling you about the fairy forts.
Oh, yes. What were you saying? Did you ever see one of these?
Yes, the fairy forts. There was one on my grandmother's farm.
Really?
In Ardee in County Louth. And it is a ring of the blackthorn bush. The blackthorn bush will be now blooming very soon in Ireland in spring. It has a tiny little white blossom. And the ring of those little hedgerows, they are in rings in the fields. And they're called fairy forts. And because the fairies come out and have their balls and their celebrations.
Oh my gosh.
And dance around the fairy forts.
Is it at night when they come, or in the dawn?
Yes, they come out at night. Yes. They come out, and William Allingham has a fabulous poem, Up the Airy Mountain, down the Rushy Glen. We daren't go hunting for fear of little men. And you dare not dig up those fairy forts, because perhaps you will wake at night and their thorns will be in your bed. And the fairies will put a spell on you. And so there's great respect even to this very day.
Sounds a little scary. I mean, it makes you almost not want to go out and try to see them. Or did you ever go out at night and try to
it's hard to see them at night. It's better to see them during the day. But what you can imagine at night is all those joyful fairies kind of dancing around the fairy forts. I'm very grateful that none of the farmers dig them up. Because the fairies might, bring down vengeance upon your head.
Right. So they just don't mow around that.
That's right. They don't plant, they don't mow, and there's deep respect for the fairy forts.
So are there a lot of them, or just once in a while?
Lots of them. I don't know how many. I haven't counted them myself. But
Oh,
I know
gosh.
there are many, many fairy forts. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So when you were little, did you ever see one or hear one?
Did I ever see a leprechaun when I was young?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
You did? Oh, see?
Absolutely, all dressed in a green velvet outfit. With a
Wow.
green velvet hat and
Oh,
little pointed boots. Little leprechaun, he was just about,
just
about 14 inches high.
oh my gosh.
But I knew that if I took my eyes off him, he would disappear.
Why is that?
So that's the way the leprechaun rules work.
Oh.
If you see one and you manage to hold on to him, to catch him,
Don't take your eyes
catch
off.
a leprechaun. You're screwed if you take your eye off him.
Oh, it's so
Because
hard though.
It's very hard to keep your eye focused on a leprechaun all the time.
Because they move around
That's
and
why
such.
none of us have any leprechauns left.
Everybody tried to grab one and then they
Everybody tried to
disappeared.
grab one, yeah. And then they made their way over to the St. Patrick's Day parade. And so if you want to see one next year, you have to go to the St. Patrick's Day parade.
How old were you when you saw that?
Maybe 6 years of age.
6 years? Was it inside or
It
outside?
was outside in the field near
In
a
a
fairy
field.
fort.
Near Fairy Fort.
course.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
Well, he didn't because he was minding his pot of gold.
Oh, dear. Oh dear.
Yes. I think he thought that I was going to steal his pot of gold.
Oh.
And so
Were you? Were you going
so
to?
He was really keeping me within his sights. And yeah. So
Were you planning to steal the gold?
oh no, of course not. But he thought I was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
it
you
would
know,
be tempting, though.
It would be
very
very tempting,
gold.
but you couldn't steal leprechaun's gold. You wouldn't have a day's luck after that, would you?
Good point.
Not a day. Not a day.
Good point. Yeah, I saw in my dream one night, I saw a whole parade of the fairies. They were dressed so outrageously. They had these huge hats and giant shoes and crazy outfits. And they were in a big parade. And to me, they looked very funny. And
Candle is about the last High King of Ireland, whose name was Brian Boru.
So we were just practicing this song, and Rosemary sounds so beautiful in this song. I asked her to just sing it herself. But we are thinking about the power of sadness, about actually when there's a tragedy in a song, in the lyrics, that it helps you feel your emotions and feel the sadness and feel the grief, because sometimes we need help to cry. And these songs are so beautiful, they basically make me cry. So let's go.
So this is a poem set to music called The Sally Gardens, and it's by William Butler Yeats, one of Ireland's most distinguished poets. He won the Nobel Prize for Poetry. The other winner of the Nobel Prize for Poetry was Seamus Heaney, who translated that big epic story of the Táin and the fairies of the ancient Celtic world. And this one is called The Sally Gardens.
Down by the Sally
gardens my love and I did meet. She passed those Sally gardens with little snow white feet. She bid me take life easy as the grass grows on the weir. But I, being young and foolish, with her did not agree. In a field by the river, my love and I did stand, and on my leaning shoulder she placed her snow white hand. She bid me take love easy as the grass grows on the weirs. But I was young and foolish, with her did not agree. Thank you.